Hi guys, and welcome to Forex Fire TV, episode 16. I do believe it is. My name's John Docherty. This is Forex Fire, part of the Financial Freedom Ninja Group, and where we learn together, trade together, and win together. Now, the purpose of these Forex Fire TVs is to just show you certain concepts and certain things with regards to trading Forex on stuff that I've learned, and also stuff where in the community and the platform that I'm part of, which is being taught to. Okay, that's the other concept. And again, we're going to be looking at stuff called the head and shoulders with stabilizers. Now, what do I mean by that? What I mean by that is obviously the head and shoulder pattern can be hard to sort of physically or mentally first see within the charts and things like that. Okay, but what have I told you? There is a way I can teach you right now to look at the chart, and using a technique with we apply stabilizers, just like you're riding a bike, because when you first start, it is hard to sort of balance yourself and see where you're going. Okay, we put stabilizers on and train your thoughts right into a zone. Okay, just like balancing the wheels. Okay, if I can train your eyes to a certain zone and get your balance within that zone and identify certain areas and trigger points within that zone, to get you sort of focused in, would that help you sort of identify the structure, identify the pattern, identify the trigger points, most importantly, on where to see where you need to get in and get out of your trades. Okay, so tonight's episode, we're going to do a refresher from last week, because I'm a very visual person. I believe that the more times you show something, you'll be visual with it, and you go slowly. And I'll underline that word and hashtag it. We go slowly and we take our time with this. I am 100% guaranteeing you will start seeing these patterns within the charts. Okay, so again, what is head and shoulders about? Your head and shoulder is a pattern or a structure within the Forex market. Okay, where we'll go onto the chart and start identifying. There is two different types of head and shoulder. Okay, you've got on this left the brush pattern. You then go on to head and shoulder. You've got the regular. You've got an ear. You get the correction, which is the B, and then you get the C, which is the impulse. Okay, that's your first part. That's your first half of the head and shoulder pattern. Ear, B, C. Okay, so what you have, you've got ear is the initial move, B is the correction from here, C is the actual breakout of the left shoulder, forming a new higher high on a regular head and shoulder pattern. Okay, again, we are coming down to complete the second half of the head and shoulder pattern. You've got ear, which comes down, breaks the structure and forms where the part of the neck is. Okay, B is the correction. Okay, B is going to be equal to that left shoulder. So B is where this would trigger for a sell. So in a regular head and shoulder pattern, the head pointing up, you're going to sell. Head pointing down on the inverted, you're going to go for the buy. So the push from ear, B, C, you sell from there and you ride it back down to the neckline. Okay, guys? So that's the regular head and shoulder pattern. The inverted is just the opposite. Sometimes the inverted is a little bit harder to see. You're going ear, B on the correction, C, breaks the structure here. That's your first half. Again, you've got ear, B, C. You're then doing the opposite. You come back down, ear, B, comes back the retest, and then you're going to buy the B on the correction going back up. Okay, guys? So we're going to put this into practice, okay? Now, we spoke about the zones, okay, the stabilizers. These here, these different colored boxes and the different colored high and low, these are our stabilizers, okay? These will be known as our head and shoulder stabilizers, okay, guys? And how do we identify these stabilizers? You simply click on indicators. You have a look for your indicator called Monday That's Monday, not with an S, Monday, and then candles, okay? And you'll find a one that says OB, okay? OB. You star favorite that so it stays in your indicator favorites. You then highlight that to go on this, okay? What you will see is this here on the Monday candles, this here on the cog is green, okay? So if I was to drill this in, what you've got is there, you'll see these are highlighted green. You've got a session break. Now, a session break is going to identify a high and a low point within these colored candles. So if we just right click, go to settings, session break, okay? 24 candles on the hour can for each candle there's an hour candle, okay? 24 candles within a session, and you'll see we've got a high point, a low point. We simply just do a horizontal rear, top, bottom, and do the colored box, which is this here. And then you'd put, just for extra confirmation and visualization, 155 pips on the maneuver, okay? So that is a quick refresher where we are. And then what we're going to do, we're going to take it that one step further, because if you want to see any more of the videos I've done on the Forex Fire TV, you just need to scroll further down my timeline, or all you need to do, to be fair, is simply go to Facebook, and I have a group on there which you can search, and it is called, let's just get that on, guys. It is called Forex Fire Financial Independence, Retire Early. Okay, guys, and you just need to search that, or just type in on Facebook Forex Fire. You'll see my handsome Geordie face all over there. Okay, and again, the hashtag Forex Fire, I use that a lot on Facebook, so you'll see all of my content on there. So that's a little bit of housekeeping out the way with. Let's go back to the session breaks. So you can see on the session, each break here represents a day. So you have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Our markets close Saturday or Sunday. We go back to Monday. Highlight the candles, high and low, session break with the box, and then so on. You only need 4 weeks worth, okay? We are just about to head into a new session of Monday's candles. You would simply delete the last one, okay, guys? Color up the box, high and low, and then proceed to move that colored box to the new week ahead. Okay, guys, so that is the refresher for that for now. Let's just get rid of the session breaks. Settings, we'll get rid of that. Right, so how do you identify such a pattern? Okay, guys, now again, I went through this last week. This is a refresher course, and we'll go through it again. We are going to look at the pink stabilizer, as we call it. All these boxes I will call from here on in stabilizer. So you've got the colored box. You need to, first of all, identify the breakout, okay? You need to identify the breakout. Did it happen on the high? Did it happen on the low? Okay? This happened on the low point. So that means you can identify the left shoulder. These colored boxes will always be your left shoulder. What determines which head and shoulder that should be, whether it's a regular head and shoulder or the inverted head and shoulder, depends on the breakout, okay? So the breakout from the high, your head and shoulder is the regular. The breakout below, on the low, is an inverted head and shoulder, okay? So because we've got the breakout below, we will mark this up. Very visual. There we have it, okay? That's number one, checked off. We've identified the left shoulder, okay? So we'll just go here. Just going to put number one and then a dot. So number one, you've identified that left shoulder, okay? From there, what you need to do is obviously identify the head. We've done that instantly because we've got the breakout, okay? And I'm not going to go too much into detail with regards to how many times you can have a left shoulder and a head. I went into that on Forex Fire TV episode 14, I think it was, okay? But all you need to know is where you get your lowest point, okay? Your lowest low is technically your head, okay? So we've got that there. We've got the head formed there. You've got your left shoulder there. Okay, so that's your number two. That's number two ticked. Number two. Once we get that formed, we are waiting from on top of your head, underneath your head, you've got a neck. Okay, that's your neck. So to get that neckline sort of confirmed in this instance, you need this here to retrace all the way back to the opposite side of where it broke out. So this area, this stabilizer right now where I'm twirling and whirling, you need from the breakout, which is on the downside, we need it to come back into the area of the stabilizer and touch this very line. We got it there. Okay, so that means you've obviously got your head confirmed there, but more importantly, you've got number 3, your neck. So then we can identify the neck. Okay. The next part we are waiting, obviously, opposite side of your neck is your head. Okay. When you have got the confirmation touch here, you are then waiting for this maneuver to complete the opposite side of the previous, which is the left shoulder. Okay. So you are waiting for that to be touched. Okay. And at the moment, we are around about 50 pips away. Okay. Now, there are certain things you can do with this. You can say, right, if this is going to be my entry, this is in essence going to be the area we are going to trade from. So once this touches, this is the RS. We are going to wait for the touch to come down, touch our entry, then we're going to get in for the buy. Now, another top tip, what you can do, you can scroll so far along here, okay? And again, we're waiting for a buy limit. You could set a buy limit if you wish, or you can set an alert. So you can go on here, scroll so far along, and then you'll see the plus sign. Click on there. You can see add an alert. Okay, this will bring up a box when you get so close to it. Let's have a look. That alert there, where are we at? Edit. That alert there, you can see watch for a buy on the right shoulder. Okay. Now, what will happen once this comes down? We just go only once. Once this comes down to touch this area, you will get an alert. When the alert comes off, you will get this message here. Watch for the buy for the right shoulder. So when you get on that, you can simply go in for the buy on the trigger on the buy, and let's just take a look. The long term, click on here, and then you could just set to that zone should you wish. Okay. From there, go around about, we normally go for around about 40 pip stop. Okay, so there's around about your 40 pip risk to reward on there. You're looking at around 1 to 4. Okay, guys, I'm going to keep this on here. We'll see if this actually triggers off. So again, just to confirm, we are identifying the left shoulder. Okay, we get that from the breakout. The breakout happened on the lower side. This tells us we have got an inverted head and shoulder. Okay, just get this correct, guys. This tells us we've got an inverted head and shoulder. So the left shoulder there is here, number 1. Let's get this here, number 1. You've got the head confirmed because you've got the lower. That is the number 2. Opposite side to our head is the neckline. You get that and you wait for that on the retracement of it coming back into our stabilizer. It's come back up and it's done that. That has confirmed your neckline, okay, which is number 3. And then to top it all off, to sort of get this sort of area, we'll get this on here, you need the opposite side to be touched from the left shoulder to the right, confirming the right shoulder. And then that confirms the 4 steps. That's your number 4. And in this instance, we will get in for the buy. We can't quite get in for that just yet because we are waiting for this market to come down to touch here, okay? And again, you will get numerous head and shoulder patterns, not just within the pink, you will get them throughout the weeks going. So again, there is techniques for that. Is just from the bigger picture, the bigger zone, working from the zone, training your eye from the stabilizer. There is certain ways where obviously when you break out, you get a low, you get a lower low, and you get a lower low. You can move your left shoulder down, okay? But again, we'll go over that maybe tomorrow night. This has just been a refresher crash course. Get the teeth in. This has just been a refresher crash course for tonight to get you to visually understand. And again, I go heavily on sort of looking, watching back, taking notes, watching, practice as well. Use guys that are just following along. Again, you don't need to have to trade this style. I just believe that this will help you visually identify a head and shoulder pattern and understand the market structure that little bit better when it comes to looking at your trades and looking at the charts, okay? Again, this is just to give that little bit of extra value out. It's not a purpose for get you to trade off this. It's just to get you to visually see these patterns, okay? Now, over time, what we're going to be doing as well is going on to other sort of patterns and to help you visually identify those structures, those patterns, and what you do when you see or start to see these patterns forming within your charts, okay? So hopefully you've enjoyed this refresher course. I know it's a little bit of a continuation from last week, but I'm just putting it back out there just to refresh everybody's mind, to let them see what I'm bringing to the table and sort of helping you identify, to help you. This is what it's about. It's about helping you understand the market structure that little bit better. And there's nowhere better to do it than being visual with the charts and drawing them up. And again, I urge everybody that is one of my sparks, to go on your charts, look back on my Forex Fire TV 13, 14, okay? Have a little look back on there, see what we spoke about then, put this into practice, and if you need to, or if you want to, you can just take a screenshot, and I'll show you how to do that. Take a screenshot. You just simply go up onto here, take a snapshot, okay, copy that, and you can just copy and paste that into a messenger chat privately to me. And when I go into that, I'll see that sort of setup, okay, guys? So again, short and sweet tonight, but what we've been doing is visually showing you again a refresher. And this is not about me giving you the trade signals, giving you the trade ideas. It's me providing the value to get you to understand patterns within the market. Because after all, markets do react to zones. Markets will react to trigger points with quarter theories and things that markets will react to the patterns within those zones, okay? So it's just about being visual. Put the stabilizers on for now. Learn a basic technique or an advanced technique in a basic style, which is what I'm doing with this, okay, guys? So again, if you've enjoyed what I've put out there for tonight, drop the love, okay? Please drop the hashtag ForexFire. Again, if you're new to this and you want to know a little bit more, all you need to do is just click that follow button on my wall and set to see first. You'll see any sort of content that I'm putting out there. This week, I am bringing something a little bit new to the team. A little bit similar to stuff that we've actually got in there as well on two fronts. One of them is a technique called the 25 to life, and the other one is it's close to sort of a banker style order block sort of stuff. Okay, guys, so that stuff, it's pretty close to that, but we're sort of drilling what we've already got, and this is what we do within this community. We simplify things, we evolve, we help each other. Yeah. And again, it's always about this community, guys, the Financial Freedom Ninja Group. We learn together, we trade together, and we win together. We always there for each other. And with regards to helping new people come in, it's a concept of doing what we are doing right here on these Forex Fire TVs. It's showing you visually how you can identify certain structures within the platform that we use. Okay, guys? And again, there's power in the numbers and what we do. in the live sessions. So again, guys, thank you very much for your time. I couldn't put any of this content out there without having the audience that watch this comment, like, and share on it. Okay, guys, so that's the refresher course. I'll see you tomorrow. For those that are on the team, we'll be doing a live. I will be going on the live tomorrow morning as well with Paul. I hope to see you all there. So again, guys, thank you for your time. I'm off for a bite to eat. See you later. Bye.